In this video, we're going to take a look at several different methods that can be used to sketch arcs in Creo Parametric. First, let's begin with the default arc command, which is the 3-point or tangent and arc. With the 3-point tangent and arc, when picking the 3 points, your first and second points are going to be the endpoints of the arc, and then the third point will be a point somewhere on that arc. So here I'll select the endpoint of this line for my first point, the endpoint of the opposite line for my second point, and as you can see, I can select where my third point is going to be. If I want, I can apply a tangency between the lines that I've already created in this arc, and of course you can see I can force this arc to go either direction just based upon where I click. The second part of that arc command is the tangent option. You don't have to do anything special. If you just simply click the endpoint of a line or an arc and then move your mouse away from it, you can see that it's going to draw an arc tangent to that last segment. In fact, this can be used to draw tangent to other arcs. So you can continue creating a string of tangent curves using this option. The next method of sketching arcs we'll look at is center and ends. As the name indicates, I'm first going to select the center of the arc and then its endpoints. In this example, I'll select the endpoint here as my center, and as you can see, it begins to preview a circular shape for my arc. I'll pick a start point, then I will pick an endpoint, and as you can see, I can decide if this arc is going to go counterclockwise or clockwise based upon the direction in which I move my mouse. I'll click for my last point and middle mouse button to finish that arc. Next, we'll take a look at the option to create an arc tangent to 3 surfaces. I will select my arc dropdown and select 3 tangent. Somewhat similar to the 3-point arc tool, your first 2 clicks are going to be the opposite endpoints of the arc. So I'll select my left side angled line here first, then my right side angled line. Then I will select the third line that I want it to be tangent to. As you can see, it applied the tangent constraints in each situation. Next, we'll take a look at the option to draw concentric arcs. For this one, your first click is going to be the shape that you want to be concentric to. So in my case, I will click on this circle. Now you can see the preview for my circular shape. I'll just simply click my first point of my arc and then my last point. Of course, to be accurate, I might come back in here and add some additional constraints. As you can see, I stay in the concentric arc tool. So this allows me to create several different arcs that are concentric to each other. And of course, this also works if I start with another arc rather than a circle. Once again, I'm probably going to want to come in here and add some additional constraints to lock down this geometry. Finally, we'll take a look at the option to draw a conic arc. For this one, it works similar to the 3-point arc. You'll begin by selecting 2 endpoints. Then for your third point, you can see that you can create a conic arc, somewhat similar to a spline. I'll click to place it, middle mouse button to finish, and we can see the dimensional constraints that I can modify to fine-tune this arc. That concludes this look at several different options for sketching arcs in Creo Parametric.